And now, viewers, the United Nations has raised serious concerns over the growing crisis in Venezuela following the U.S. capture of President Nicolas Maduro. Now, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that the development could intensify instability inside Venezuela and have wider consequences for the region. Speaking to the United Nations Security Council in New York, Guterres said he was deeply concerned about the potential fallout and the precedent such actions could set for the relations between nations going forward. Now, the comments came just hours before Maduro was in fact scheduled to appear in a Manhattan federal court on U.S. Drug-related charges, where he strongly denied. Now, Guterres also in fact questioned the legality of the U.S. operation carried out in Venezuela, saying it may not have respected the international law. Calling for restraint, the UN chief also urged all Venezuelan stakeholders to now engage in inclusive and democratic dialogue, while adding that the United Nations stands ready to support a peaceful path forward for the country.
What is less certain is the immediate future of Venezuela. I am deeply concerned about the possible intensification of the instability in the country, the potential impact on the region, and the precedent it may set for how relations between and among states are conducted. Mr. President, the latest developments follow a period of heightened tensions beginning in mid-August, as discussed in this Council on 2 previous occasions. I have consistently stressed the imperative of full respect by all for international law, including the Charter of the United Nations, which provides the foundation for the maintenance of international peace and security. I remain deeply concerned that rules of international law have not been respected with regard to the 3 January military action. The Charter enshrines the prohibition of the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. I call on all Venezuelan actors to engage in an inclusive, democratic dialogue in which all sectors of society can determine their future. This entails the full respect of human rights, the rule of law, and the sovereign will of the Venezuelan people. I also urge Venezuela's neighbors and the international community more broadly to act in a spirit of solidarity and in adherence to the principles, laws, and rules erected to promote peaceful coexistence. I welcome and am ready to support all efforts aimed at assisting Venezuelans in finding a peaceful way forward.
All right, viewers, that's the latest statement coming in from the United Nations chief himself. He is talking about the legality of the U.S. operation which was carried out in Venezuela and which followed the capture of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife. Now, the UN has expressed serious concerns about a growing crisis in Venezuela. In fact, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that the development could now intensify instability inside the country and have wider consequences for the region. Now, he also said he was deeply concerned about the potential fallout that the impact this operation could have in the region, while also adding that it could set a dangerous precedent following this action. Now, viewers, remember this comes as Maduro and his wife are set to appear in a Manhattan federal court, where they've in fact pleaded not guilty to narco-terrorism charges, both of them. Now, meanwhile, Venezuela has launched a sweeping crackdown in the aftermath of the U.S. attack that led to the ouster of President Nicolas Maduro. Now, under a state of emergency, the Venezuelan government has now ordered police and security forces to hunt down and arrest anyone accused of supporting or promoting the U.S. military action. Now, according to the text of this decree, officials have been instructed to immediately begin the nation's search and capture of all those allegedly linked to the backing of armed attack by the United States. Now, the order dramatically widens the scope of arrests, raising fears of a broad internal purge as well. Now, the decree, in fact, has technically been in force since Saturday, but its full text was made public only today, revealing the scale and the severity of the government's response at this time.